The KTM 890 Adventure R has got a whole host of improvements for 2023, making it an even better middleweight adventure bike, especially off-road. It's also got less offensively ugly, which is a nice thing to see. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about the demo mode on the new KTM 890 Adventure R. Most people have not realized how significant of a change this is going to be to the motorcycle industry. So in this video, we're going to talk about the far-reaching implications, how this is going to change to the relationship dynamic between consumer and manufacturer moving into the future. Let's get into it.
Start it up.
It's basically a feature that you've probably experienced with video games or something electronically based, where you get a certain amount of time free. Generally with a video game, you get the first couple of levels for free. And then if you want to keep playing and have the whole ecosystem at your fingertips, you have to pay the full price. And that's exactly what KTM have done here with the demo mode. For the first 1,500 kilometers of ownership of the 890 Adventure R, you get the full electronic package. But once that 1,500 kilometers is up, those features are removed. And if you want them back, you've got to pay a fee. You can get individual features, so if you want the quick shifter or the cruise control or the dedicated ABS on or off or some of the traction control systems, you can get them individually. Or you can get the Pro Pack, which bundles a few of those features together, or you can get a Tech Pack, which has absolutely everything. It's a really interesting feature that has some benefits for both the consumer and for the manufacturer. So let's discuss those.
This is lit.
So I think the benefits as a consumer is you get the full features straight away. You get that 1,500 kilometers to decide whether it really is the feature you need and enjoy when you're riding. So it could save you some money. On the other hand, if you can't afford all the features straight away, it's also a real benefit to you because it means it gives you 1,500 kilometers to save your pennies after the wallet crushing experience of buying the KTM. That I can see is quite a benefit to the consumer, but I think it's outweighed by the benefit of the manufacturer here. And we should not construe this as anything other than a real win for the manufacturer because they're getting a second revenue stream out of the motorcycle. One of the challenges of being a motorcycle maker is that you have a one-time sales system. You might sell the bike and some of those people you're never going to see again because they're going to take it to a different mechanic and they're going to get all their parts online. So you're losing a lot of revenue. So by having this feature, it guarantees that you're going to get more people back paying you a second time for those features. So that's a second revenue stream. And on top of that, you're bringing those people back into the ecosystem for a second time, which means more sales opportunities. I think from a manufacturer's perspective, this is a massive win. Having this electronic package be broken up into a micro transaction after the sale of the bike. How does this change the industry forever? Well, I've got one word for you, and that's subscriptions. Think about the businesses that operate on a subscription-based method. Netflix, Amazon, your internet, your mobile phone, your Garmin GPS, your motorcycle insurance, all those kinds of things are subscription-based. And there's a reason for that. It gives you a constant revenue stream. It also gives you a constant interaction with your customers, offers the opportunity to give you the chance to sell products on a more regular basis to your customers and keep them within the ecosystem. So I don't think it's too much of a stretch to the imagination to see things like this demo mode reach a subscription-based platform where you're paying once a year for these features or once a month for these features. But how exactly do we get there? Well, I think the first step is fairly obvious. Market competition. Manufacturers are competing for the money in our wallet. And of course, other manufacturers are now going to be looking at KTM thinking, that's a really good way of making more money from our customers. And of course, they're going to do it not only because it'll make them more money, but because it means they're being more competitive, ostensibly offering us more features like KTM just have. This will get pushed further and further as we see exponential development in these electronic features. I don't think it's a stretch of the imagination for us to see manufacturers adopting this more commonly, yet even becoming an industry standard further on down the road. And that brings us to step 2. At some point, a marketing think tank in a manufacturer is going to come up with the idea of why don't we turn this one-time payment for electronics into a subscription-based thing. It's just going to be too tantalizing for a manufacturer. As I pointed out, the constant revenue and the constant interaction with your customers, giving you exponential amount of chances to sell them products, is just too big of an opportunity to turn up. Okay, Solid, so you've given us a thesis, you've walked us through what you think's going to happen. We're all now equally terrified. will this actually eventuate? Well, as I said, there's no solid information, pun intended, to suggest this could happen. But I do think there are some hurdles that might stop the industry from getting here. One is the legal implications. It'll be very tricky to see how this gets pushed through without causing some safety issues if a feature is disabled that you subscribe to, that you expect to be there, that is no longer there when you need it out on the bike. Of course, they could probably subvert that by plenty of warning systems up on the dash when you turn on your motorcycle so that you are aware, but that is very, very murky waters indeed, but I don't think it's insurmountable. The other reason I wanted to talk this out on camera is because I believe strongly in voting with your wallet. And us as consumers often forget about the collective compounding power that we have with voting with our wallets. So if we don't like something, we just don't pay for it. And that's a way we can show the industry that we don't want certain features. The third factor here as well, that this isn't necessarily a negative move. While I do think this could have some negative connotations, always with development and new features, there's always benefits to the consumer as well. So there might be a whole host of features and improve our experiences on the motorcycles. Probably you're looking at me going, Solid, that all sounds very dubious. I think your gerbills have gone too far down conspiracy lane and they've hit the catnip way too hard. I'm not saying it's a foregone conclusion or even a strong possibility. I'm just saying that thinking this through, I can see from the manufacturer's perspective how this really could be a tantalizing prospect for them. Is this a feature you're looking forward to, heading in this direction, heading towards subscription fees? Or do you think this is the complete antithesis to the motorcycle ethos of freedom? I'd love to know your thoughts, so chuck them down below. And if you want to hear all the latest motorcycle news for the month, check out my latest monthly wrap up for adventure news. And until next time guys, don't forget to stay shiny side up, and I'll see you in the next one. Catch you later.